So we will see one example on block diagram reduction. Following figure shows 2 input and 2 output closed loop system. Determine C1 by R1, C1 by R2, C2 by R1 and C2 by R2. Now see here C1 and C2 are the two outputs and R1 and R2 are the two inputs. So we have to find out C1, that is first input divided by first output divided by first input, first output divided by second input, second output divided by first input and second output divided by second input. So these four combination that we have to determine. So this is the transfer function between the first output, first input, first output, second output, input. Transfer function between second output, first input. Transfer function between second output and second input. So this is the statement. Now we will see the diagram here. This is plus minus, then here it is G1 and here it is C1. This is R1, this is R1, and here from this point we have, this is G2 and then here we have another, this is positive, here is the R2 and this one is connected over here, this one is connected over here, and this is negative, this is negative, and here it is G4 and here is C2, and from this one here it is G3 and from this G3 it is connected over here, this is connected over this one. So now this is R1, this is summing point, here is positive, negative, G1 and then C1. From this takeoff points it is connected to the second summing points, here is the input is R2 and to this ones it is connected G4 and here the second output, that is C2, and from this takeoff points it is connected to the G3 and the output of the G3 is connected to the summing point, connected to the summing points. Now from this one, from these ones we have to determine the transfer function C1 R1, C1 R2, C2 R1 and C2 R2. Now see here, I will give the simple method here. Now see here, this is the output C1, this is the output C1, that means it is the output of the G1, that means it is the output of the G1. Now see here, this G1, the input is from the summing point. What is the input there? G1, and other input is coming from second output, input is coming from. Now see here, what is the input to the G3? That is C2, that means C2 into G3, that is the output, that is the output which is connected over here, and this is R1 and here we will have some output. What is the output here? That is R1 minus, this is G3 multiplied by C2, and here we have G1 and then we get the C1 and then we get the C1. Now see here, from block diagram we can write down C1 it is equals to, C1 is the output of G1, so that means the gain of the block is G1, so that means this is G1, and the input to the block, what is the input here, that is R1, and second input is minus, what is here, G3, and what is the input to the G3, that is C2, so that means C2 into G3, this becomes minus, that means this is C2 into G3, C2 into G3, C1 it is equals to output of the G1, so that means the gain is G1 multiplied by input to the G1, input to the G1 is R1 minus this value is what, G3 multiplied by C2, C2. So let us say this is our first equation, C1 it is equals to R1 in bracket G1 in bracket R1 minus C2 into G3. Now similarly we can write down C2 it is equals to, it is the output of the G4, so here we have G4 and input to the G4 that is R2 is positive, so we will take plus, and here is minus, so this becomes minus, what is minus, it is coming from G2, and what is the input to the G2, that is C1, so that means it is G2 C1. This is my second equation, this is second equation. Now we have the two output equation, one is C1, one is C2. We will use these two equations to find out C1 R1, C1 R2, C2 R1 and C2 R2. Now for this one, put equation 1 in equation 2. Put equation 1 in equation 2. Now see there, equation this one C2, we are substituting these equations here, na? Substituting the otherwise we will write down the another way. This C1 it is equals to G1 R1 minus C2 G1 G3. We will expand this one, and C2 it is equals to, G4 R2 minus, this becomes G2 G4 and C1, G2 G4 and C1. Let's say this equation is A and this equation is B. Now we will substitute the equation 1 in equation 2. Put equation equation 1 in equation 2, equation A in equation B. Put equation A in equation B. Now see here, this becomes C2 it is equals to G4 R2, it is minus G2 G1, and what is C1, this complete term, so C1 we will replace by this one, so C2 it is equals to G4 into R2, C2 it is equals to G4 into R2 minus G2 G4 as it is, G4 G2 as it is, G2 G4 as it is, and C1, what is C1 it is equals to G1 R1 multiplied by C2 G1 G3, G1 R1, C1 is G1 R1 multiplied by G1 R1 minus G1 G3 and C2, G1 G3 and C2 and C2. So these equations we have. Now we will solve this one. C2 it is equals to G4 R2 minus G2 G4 G1 R1. Okay, and this minus plus, so this becomes plus, this is G1 G2 G3 and G4, G1 G2 G3 and G4 multiplied by C2 multiplied by C2. Now these terms we will transfer to the left side. So this becomes C2 minus G1, G2, G3, G4 and C2. It is equals to G4R2 minus G1, G2, G4, R1. G1, G2, R1. So this C2 is common. So we will take it C2 outside and this becomes 1 minus G1, G2, G3, G4. It is equals to G4R2 minus G1, G2, G4, R1. G1, G2, R4. Now see here, in this equations put R2 it is equals to 0. Put, let us say this equation is C. Put R2 it is equals to 0 in equation C. So this becomes C2 in bracket 1 minus G1, G2, G3, G4 as it is. These terms, this R2 becomes 0. So these terms becomes 0. It is equals to minus G1, G2, G4, R1. So we can have C2 divided by R1. It is equals to minus G1, G2, G4 divided by 1 minus G1, G2, G3, G4. Okay. So first equation we have C1R1, C1R2, C2R1 and C2R2. So C2R1 that we have calculated. Now in the first case we have kept R2 becomes 0. Now keep R1 becomes 0. Put R1 it is equals to 0 in equation C. This is our equation C. So again this becomes C2 multiplied by 1 minus G1, G2, G3, G4. It is equals to, now R1 becomes 0. So that means this terms is 0. So what is remaining here? G4 R2 because R1 is 0. So these terms becomes 0. Now we can have C2 divided by R2. This becomes G4 divided by 1 minus G1, G2, G3, G4. This we have calculated. This is our first solution. This is our second solution. C2 divided by R1 and C2 divided by R2. C2 divided by R1 and C2 divided by R2 that we have calculated. Now see there. Here we have the equation C1 and C2 in equation A and equation B. In the first case, we have substituted equation A in equation B. Now we will do opposite. We will substitute equation B in equation A. In this one we have substituted the equation A in equation B. Now put equation B in equation A. Now equation B is what? Equation B is G4R2 minus G2 G4 C1. What is C1? C1 it is equals to G1 into R1. And we have to substitute this value C2 by G4R2 minus G2 G4 and C1. Now C1 it is equals to G1 R1 as it is. C1 it is equals to G1 R1. C1 it is equals to G1 R1 minus. This is C2 multiplied by G1 G3. G1 G3 will remain same. G1 G3 and in bracket we have to substitute C2. What is C2? that is G4 R2, G4 R2 minus G2 G4 C1, G4 R2, G4 R2 minus G2 G4 C1, G2 G4 C1. Now we will expand this one. We will expand this one. So C1 becomes G1 R1 minus, this is G1 G3 G4 into R2, G1 G3 G4 into R2, and this is minus this is minus minus plus. So what is this one? G1 G2 G3 G4 multiplied by C1, G1 G2 G3 G4 multiplied by C1. This is G1 G3, this is G2 G4. So that means G1 G2 G3 G4 multiplied by C1 as it is. Now this is C1, this is C1, so we will transfer to the left side. So this becomes C1 minus G1 G2 G3 G4 and C1, it is equals to this we have transferred. So these two terms are remaining. So this becomes G1 R1 as it is minus G1 G3 G4 R2. These equations we have. So this becomes C1 in bracket 1 minus G1 G2 G3 G4, it is equals to G1 R1 minus G1 G3 G4 R2. In this one put R2, it is equals to 0 in equation D. In equation D, then we have C1 in bracket 1 minus G1 G2 G3 G4, if it is equals to R2 becomes 0, so that means this terms becomes 0. So what is remaining? G1 and R1. So this becomes C1 divided by R1, it is equals to G1 divided by 1 minus G1 G2 G3 G4. This we have calculated. Okay, na? See here, C1 by R1. Now C1 by R2. C1 by R2. Put R1, it is equals to 0 in equation D. So this becomes C1 in bracket 1 minus G1 G2 G3 G4, this term as it is. Now R1 becomes 0, so this terms is 0. So what is remaining? Minus G1 G3 G4 R2 minus G1 G3 G4 R2. So C1 divided by R2, it is equals to minus G1 G3 G4 divided by 1 minus G1 G3 G2 G3 G4. This we have calculated. So this way we can calculate the transfer function. Now see here, two inputs and two outputs are given. Now our transfer function consists of only one input and one output. So suppose if we consider this R1, then we will consider first C1. If we consider R1, then second time we will consider R2. If we consider R2, that means R1 becomes 0. Then we will consider the first output, that is C1. And when we consider the R2, in the second time, that we will consider the output C2. And then we will have the combination. When we are considering C1 and R1, that means C1 and R1, that means we are keeping R2 and C2 0. When we are considering C1 and R2, that means our first input is 0. C2 R1, that means we are assuming R2 becomes 0. And C2 R2, C2 R2, that means our first input R1 becomes 0. The same thing that we have calculated here by the same way. We have written the equation, we have written the system equation in terms of their output C1 and C2, and then C1 and C2 we have substituted C1 in C2, and second times we have substituted C2 in C1, and then just we have solved these ones and we get these equations. First we kept R1 becomes 0, R2 becomes 0, in the second again R1 becomes 0 and R2 becomes 0, and then we get this output equation. So this way we can find out the transfer functions of the multi-input and multi-output system.